Austria's nationwide COVID shutdown is sending jitters across global markets. And cases have been spiking in other European countries like Germany. The pan-European stock 600 and Germany's DAX both dropped 1/3% today, while Austria's stock market plunged 3% for its worst day in over a year. NBC's Claudio Lavanga is in Rome with the latest on the spread across the continent. Claudio?
Hey, Kelly. Yes, well, Austria made the news last week when the Chancellor announced that only the unvaccinated will go into lockdown for the past week to try to stem the fourth wave of COVID-19. That hasn't worked out because every single day we've seen record-breaking rises in the number of people catching or testing positive to COVID-19. So the Chancellor today had to extend the lockdown to the whole of the population. Why? Probably because Austria has one of the, if not the lowest vaccination rates in Western Europe, with 66% of adults being vaccinated there. You compare that to neighboring countries like Italy, where I am, for instance, where the vaccination rate is over 80%. Now, a full lockdown is nothing new. Of course, we've seen it all around in the US, here in Italy, and in Austria as well. This is several times. What is new there is that Austria, on top of this, has announced that starting from February next year, it will make vaccination mandatory, and that is the first European country to do that, which makes you wonder whether it will be the only one or the last one. Will other countries follow? Well, we'll see, Kelly.
Claudio, what can you tell us about Italy, where you are, which was hit early by the pandemic, and about Germany, where cases are really spiking, but there's yet been no response like this?
Well, in Italy, cases are on the rise, as in the rest of Europe, due to the fourth wave of the pandemic, and it is very much under control. The cases that we have seen here are nothing compared to what we're seeing in places like in Austria and in Germany. Why? Because in Italy, there have been very, very anti-COVID measures being implemented very early. If you think about it, Italy was the only country that required a so-called green pass, which essentially shows you're either vaccinated, or you recently recovered from COVID, or you took recently a negative test to go into every public place. We had that for months now, and recently, in the past few weeks, that green pass has been applied to people who go to work. Every single worker in the country, whether it's public or private, needs to show they have a green pass if they want to go to work. So all that combined means that Italy is holding up very well in terms of dealing with new COVID cases. The same can be said for Germany. In Germany, there are record-breaking cases of new COVID cases every single day. Yesterday, there were 65,000. That is the highest number on a single day since the start of the pandemic. Angela Merkel, the Chancellor, said that the fourth wave is hitting Germany with full force. Right now, there's no need for a green pass like in Italy there, but they are talking about introducing a green pass there to enter public places like bars and restaurants, Kelly.
It's fascinating what Italy has done, and again, giving you a couple of different ways to qualify for that, including if you've recently suffered from it. Maybe some ideas there as the rest of the country will now turn its attention to battling this as well. Claudio, thank you so much for joining.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.